Oh, hi! My name is ColdBeer, and let's start with Steamworld Dig 2.
Game takes you on a mining adventure forged in Metroidvania flames. When an old trading town is struck by mysterious earthquakes, it's up to you, a lone steambot, along with your unlikely companion, to uncover what trembling terrors lies beneath. And you know what you will uncover deep below?
Your fat mama snoring.
Oh, come on, no, it's a secret and you will have to discover it by yourself. So you will dig your way underground and explore vivid worlds riddled with treasure, secrets and deadly traps. Fight dangerous enemies at every turn of the underworld, including shadowy creatures and the haunted remains of an ancient electrical threat. Well, this game is obviously story-rich, and that is awesome. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Here you'll fight enemies of mankind as Lieutenant Titus and slay hundreds or even thousands of evil tyrannids. And they look something like Zerg from StarCraft, you know, insectoid monsters of some sort. And yeah, tyrannids for the first time were mentioned in 1987, a long time before StarCraft, so similarities are the other way around. Anyway, here you are, a Space Marine, a warrior of unimaginable power. Yeah, it is so satisfying to hack and slash, dice and slice. It is very hard to stop playing. You know, here the game lets you actually feel the might of your character. If in Dark Souls you had Space Marine instead of Dark Souls protagonist, even your grandma could beat it. Well, you could be the hardest boss of any Dark Souls game, to be honest. That's how strong and cool your hero in Space Marine is. Well, you will still die occasionally, but that won't ruin the mood. You know what can ruin the mood here? Locked cosmetics that you can't unlock just by playing casually. Anyway, a very positive review score is here for a reason. So let's kill some Zerg for the Emperor. I mean Tyranids, I swear. Trailmakers. Here you will build a car, plane or boat, or mash them all together as a transforming car plane boat and explore the world. You can play the campaign, learn the basics of building and try piloting various vehicles. Go to one of the sandbox maps and build a mechanical potato you always dreamed of owning in real life. The game offers a variety of weapons you can use to build the biggest, baddest vehicle and utilize it against your foes or even friends in epic skirmishes. From miniguns to rocket launchers, bombs and smart guns. Your preferred choice of mayhem is waiting for you here. People are saying that the game is super fun and a bit addictive. Some of the players have hundreds of hours of playtime on record, so be aware that this game may keep your virginity safe and sound for a long time. Return of the Obra Dinn. This may come as a surprise, but the game has an overwhelmingly positive review score left by thousands of people who actually bought and played the game. In 1802, the merchant ship Obra Dinn set out from London for the Orient with over 200 tons of trade goods. 6 months later, it hadn't met its rendezvous point and was declared lost at sea. But early this morning, about 5 years after its disappearance, the Obra Dinn drifted into a port with damaged sails and no visible crew. As insurance investigator for the East India Company's London office, you dispatch immediately to find means to board the ship and prepare an assessment of damages. So this is a first-person mystery adventure based on exploration and logical deduction. In other words, a story-rich, single-player, atmospheric, horror detective retro walking simulator Return of the Jedi of the Planet of the Apes. Tunguska, the Visitation. This is an isometric survival game that brings you to the dangerous Tunguska exclusion zone, where you'll face deadly traps, infectious mutants, bandits, and well-armed rogue military. The game is inspired by the same story as a Stalker, the roadside picnic written by the Strugatsky brothers. Keep in mind that they wrote the story before any serious nuclear accident ever happened, so it's not actually tied to Chernobyl or any other nuclear disaster, just a post-apocalyptic, gritty and dark Soviet Union filled with unexplainable horror. Although you can literally describe a casual Soviet Union without any post-apocalypse with the same words. People in the comments are saying that if you like Stalker or Atom RPG games, it's a no-brainer. Also, it has very positive reviews on Steam. Just keep in mind that despite walls of text, looting and side quests, it is an actual twin-stick shooter, and at first may be difficult to control. Although from my own experience, when you get used to it, everything will be fine. Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. A nice title for turn-based game lovers. Here you will lead humanity's greatest weapon, the Grey Knights. against the corrupting forces of chaos in this brutal and fast-paced RPG. Yeah, somehow turn-based can be fast-paced as well.
Deal with it.
So here you will root out and put a stop to an insidious plot to infect the galaxy with a bloom, an intergalactic cosmic plague capable of rotting worlds into oblivion. Armored with fate, shielded by devotion, your company's very existence is rooted in mystery and forced with mind wipes and executions. You will experience life in the 41st millennium and follow the journey of these elite warriors in a narrative-driven gameplay. Slime Rancher. Last time I checked, it held 18th place among the best games on Steam. Yeah, it is ranked higher than Counter-Strike, Half-Life 2, Dishonored or Fallout New Vegas.
Incredibile.
So this is a charming first-person sandbox experience. You will play a plucky young rancher who sets out for a life 8,000 light years away from Earth. Each day will present new challenges and risky opportunities as you attempt to amass a great fortune in the business of slime ranching. Collect colorful slimes, grow crabs, harvest resources and explore the untamed wilds. Also here you can complete daily requests from other ranchers to get bonus rewards. Earn money to upgrade your stuff, build more corals and expand your ranch. This is a relaxing and fun game, very suitable after a hard work day or as a casual time burner when you have nothing else to do. Well, in that case you can go and make delicious potato salad instead. Severed Steel. Here you will play as a woman named Steel. You have a prosthetic arm and you use it to navigate the levels, which adds an interesting and unique element to the gameplay. And although Steel has no arm, she's not armless, if you know what I mean. Honestly, here you'll find a huge arsenal of arms, just not arms. The game's physics engine can be a little bit wild at times, which makes for some hilarious moments when enemies get flung around like ragdolls. And with a killer soundtrack that perfectly matches the game's pace, Severed Steel is really fun to play. Whether you are a hardcore FPS fan or just looking for a casual game, I think it's worth your time. It has more than 90% of positive reviews on Steam, and that is always a proof of a good game. Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened. If you like Sherlock Holmes and Lovecraftian stuff, this may be your spoon of potato salad. Here you become Sherlock Holmes and find yourself at the heart of terrifying Cthulhu mythos as you investigate a series of mysterious disappearances in Europe and the United States. Those are apparently linked to a dark cult that worships an ancient god. Whatever their plan is, you must put a stop to it, or, face unspeakable consequences. Yeah, all that sounds nice, but can I join the cult? Can I worship the ancient god as well? What if Sherlock decided that his life of investigations is boring and being a servant for a dig on himself is a more fulfilling experience? I doubt that, but it would be nice if you could actually choose the unexpected way. Cloudpunk. Here you will play as a person named Rania. This is your first night working for Cloudpunk, a semi-legal delivery company based in the sprawling city of Nivalis. You go everywhere, from the marrow below to the spires that pierce the grey clouds high above. No delivery job is too dangerous and no one is faster than a Cloudpunk driver. You never ask what's in the package you are delivering, but, one day everything went south and suddenly you will have to unravel mysteries in a world of corporate conspiracy, hackers and rogue AI. Great original game. Tower of Time. This is a story-rich dungeon crawler with innovative real-time combat that lets you pause or slow time, and here you have to turn on your brain if you want to succeed. And I mean it, every battle is specially designed to be a tactical puzzle, so it might be a bit challenging, or impossible, depends on your IQ I guess. Well, you can always adjust the difficulty, but that is an instant insult to your brain power, isn't it? Also because of that, the game is really suitable for fans of the genre and not so friendly for new players. Tower of Time will burn about 50 hours of your boring lifetime as you enjoy handcrafted levels and interesting story. Here you'll also find thousands of pieces of loot and equipment. Ancestors' Legacy. This is a real-time strategy game influenced by historical events of the Middle Ages. Ancestors' Legacy combines resource management and base building with large-scale squad-based battles across vast battlefields. It is all rendered in great detail with Unreal Engine 4. You'll experience medieval bloodshed and can enjoy a cinematic action camera that puts you right in the middle of the battle. People on Steam are saying that Ancestors' Legacy is easy to learn and it's like chess. It involves a lot of strategy, so the more you play, the better you become. Basically here a lot of options to crush the enemy lie in the plain sight, but only the master strategist can see them all. So the more you play, the easier the game will seem. Or not, we all have our limits and sometimes our limit is below the requirements of a victory. Far Cry 4. Travel to Himalayas, into the fictional country of Kairat, and of course try to overthrow the oppressive regime of the dictator in the process. Because, you know, that's what we do, right? Casually traveling around the world, drinking piñatas, and then boom, you are the leader of some separatist movement in the country that you have never even heard of before. And yes, I know what piñata is, I'm just trolling you. Of course, Far Cry 4 is not the newest title of the franchise, but it is still a great game with a great price. The world of Far Cry is really impressive and alive, with terrain spanning from lush forests to the snow-capped Himalayas. The entire world is teeming with life and deadly encounters. Leopards, rhinos, black eagles and vicious honey badgers. This is a home of untouched wildlife. So every time as you embark on your hunt for resources, know that something may be hunting you as well. Tavern Master. This is a medieval tavern management game where you are in charge of building, maintaining and running your very own cozy tavern. Buy tables and benches, fill barrels with drinks, hire staff and serve your first customers. You will have to make sure your employees are happy, there are enough drinks and seats for guests, and soon you will be able to expand your business in various ways. For example, you can hire musicians to attract more people to your tavern and make customers have more patience while waiting for a drink. Honestly, I never thought about that. Basically, if you want to get your drinks faster, avoid live music. Anyway, here you can also hold special events to attract special customers who have very specific food and drink requirements. They will come in the morning and stay all day, and they could stay all night as well if you create rooms with beds in your tavern. Every room will be rated with stars from 1 to 5, which will determine how much money you can earn from the guests. So my advice is to keep them cockroaches free and with complimentary potato salad snacks. To hell with the ugly. Here you play as Rocky, a young man with a certain charm that doesn't go unnoticed. After one night out, you wake up in a strange hospital, kidnapped and drugged. Whatever they did to you last night, they did it. You are pregnant now. No, seriously, I'm just kidding, you are not. But you were actually kidnapped and you need to get to the bottom of this, because these mysterious people stole something from you. I will not spoil what that is. Here you will investigate Los Angeles in 1950s, explore its darkest corners, meet the locals and immerse yourself in this film noir atmosphere. The game is a pure art, made with love and attention to details. Also a very nice music track and review score close to 90% is what may grab your attention as well. Although keep in mind that it contains nudity, so don't play it with your underage daughter or something. Or play, I don't actually care how weird your family is. Do what you want, but most importantly, subscribe. Age of Mythology Retold. So this is a spin-off from the Age of Empires franchise that was revived as a remastered version in 2024. The release was very successful because they stayed faithful to the principles and listened to the fans. You know, nothing like Warcraft Reforged. So the game has around 90% review score on Steam, and that is a huge success. Not as huge as your mama, but really impressive. Here you'll embark on a multiple campaign spanning 50 missions that will take you across a vast mythical world. You will besiege the mighty walls of Troy, battle giants in the frozen wastes of Midgard, and discover the mysteries of the best potato salad recipe. Well, at least some of these are true. The game has really beautiful graphics with a not bad physics engine, and it also supports controller. You know, probably not for intense PvP battles, but for casual campaign after a hard day at work. People on Steam are praising the game in unison. The only thing that triggers players is the remade voice acting. If you never played the game, you probably won't even care, but if you did try the original version, you will feel that uncanny valley right away. Nevertheless, this is a minor thing, the game is great. The Age of Decadence. As developers of this game say, traditionally many fantasy RPGs are about killing things, clearing up dungeons and being a hero. But Age of Decadence wants nothing to do with kobolds, just as it wants nothing to do with doodads or unimaginable power. The overarching idea is a crumbling society divided among 3 noble houses, each fumbling around in its own version of darkness to comprehend what destroyed the world. That's the central mystery. So here you are, the detective, piecing together what really happened from different accounts. So basically this is a low fantasy post-apocalyptic game, which is way less common than usual post-apocalypse with irradiated wasteland anywhere you go. The game is not very long, it will take around 14 hours to finish, but be aware of various bugs and glitches. Not everyone experienced those, but to be sure you can download a demo version on Steam absolutely free and just test it out. Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. Here you as a young Sherlock Holmes will struggle to prove yourself as you navigate an exotic dangerous island. Deep within the Mediterranean you will investigate the mystery of your mother's death. Your legacy is written by the decisions you make. Deception, violence and deduction are just a few resources in your arsenal. Whether you choose brute force to solve your problems or stay one step ahead of your enemies by using your wits to spot vulnerabilities, you decide what each situation demands as you hone your investigative skills. It's time to confront your past so you can become the legend you are destined to be. People on Steam are saying that this is a great game, although many are complaining that the open world part is an overkill. You know, running vast distances from one object to another feels a bit like a fetch quest. Nevertheless, it still has around 80% of positive review score on Steam, so put it into your wishlist and wait for a sale. The Gunk. This is an action-adventure game in which you play as one of two gritty space holes. As you are struggling to bring in funds, you chance upon an untouched planet brimming with life. You came in search of valuable resources and it looks like you hit the jackpot. But as you uncover the dormant secrets of a shattered civilization, you must battle the curse of a toxic gunk parasite. You will use your trusty power glove to reverse the corruption, uncover secrets of old and heal the planet. Also experience the evolving relationship of the crew as you explore this unique world. The game has a very positive review score, so it may be a good choice for your evening. Detroit: Become Human. Here decisions will dramatically alter how the game's intense, branching narrative plays out. Your choices really matter, not like in real life. Basically, the whole game is built around your choices. You can't do anything here except to choose what to do in certain situations. Well, also you move around a little and search for clues, but that's kinda it. And every decision you make, no matter how small, affects the outcome of the story. And in this game, no playthrough will be exactly the same. You can replay again and again to discover a totally different conclusion, sometimes absolutely unexpected one. Well, let's be honest, you probably won't do that many times, but it's nice to know that the ending you got is really unique. Also, you can try the free demo version on Steam.
And now thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.